Okay, we are good. um, so we are starting session 76, and we don't have Jordan,
our leader.
your unofficial leader, or you just make him the leader so he has to do all the hard stuff.
No, of course not.
Well, he's like our
by the
best
way-
leader.
By the way, was he the one carrying the bag of holding?
No, that would be Kevin.
Kevin.
I mean, Norcool.
Okay.
Why? What's up?
No, I was just wondering if it's like, oh, we made him the guy, and then he
And then he's not here.
Oh. Okay. That said, our very own Noah Peters will be piloting in his stead, along with his wonderful little meerkat. I mean, werecat.
Meerkat.
Murtag. Okay. So, jumping into it, a little recap. After recovering the king's kidnapped son, with one event leading to another, the four horsemen was finally able to return home and rest in Espa. Nearly 2 weeks of being absent resulted in a pileup of inquiries and news, but the day ended in sharing and caring. I believe you guys had a number of visitors, including Mazara, and also, Maurice. And
Here.
and finally, just as Murtag was getting ready to sleep on his Espian king-size bed, he was contacted by Mist. Per Mist's report, the chase is ongoing to the west of the Milledon Forest. He believes that on their current trajectory, they will be in Leandria soon. He requests that the information is forwarded to the king along with the return of his eye. We already know that you do not wish to return the eye, but that's a different story. That said, though, all of you got your rest. People that don't live in your house return to wherever they do sleep. And the night goes on without any incident. So, the following day, you wake up to chirping of the bird, with no plans, with flexible plans of the future that I don't know about. The group is free to do whatever they need to do that morning.
Murtag just like walks downstairs to the kitchen and has like a little eyeball and sets it on the countertop, like while he's looking for food.
The countertop isn't quite leveled, so you can see it roll down. No, I'm just kidding.
Shatters.
It is a golden eye, just FYI.
I just thought there might be like, part of it was glass, part of it was golden type of thing. Kind of no.
Yeah, the whole thing's golden.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think I gotta take this back. Kind
Uh,
of stinks.
is anybody there?
I don't know.
Oh,
Like opening the fridge and like talking to the fridge.
I imagine like maybe Bruin's there like cooking up some like just bacon. Like he seems like he'd be like that type of guy. He likes making breakfast.
Okay.
I'm in the like.
Honestly,
I'll go ahead and say that Alfred's probably there too, watching you. Not really being hands-on. I mean, like he's watching you. He's like trying to learn. He probably has a notepad or something, taking notes.
I am in my room with trying to concoct like a new potion of some sort.
Whoa.
And then basically all of a sudden you hear me yell, "Yes!" Like from my room. And then I hurriedly ran up the stairs and
Down the
went into
stairs.
the kitchen. It's like, "You guys should try this. It will make you fly."
Wait,
Okay, okay.
wait. This is
Oh.
like delusions of flight, or is it like
No.
he like snaps his hand and like how many fingers am I holding? Like
So I drink it. So there goes one of my concoction.
Okay.
And I drink the Aether concoction, and I'm able to fly. My fly speed is 20 feet.
Oh.
So I'm flying in the air now. Well, not so high when my head hits the ceiling. Look.
Yeah. So you see there before you Norqual in this almost like weightless, floaty kind of way. This being his very first attempt at flying.
Is it kind of like Iron Man when he's like,
Yeah,
learning?
yeah. I went too far up, bonked my head in the ceiling.
Nice.
So, does it work if I drink it?
You could. I think there might be a little sip left. Hand them over.
Well, I'm pretty little, so it'll probably work. I'll try it.
Oh, I don't know what the. I think it's just like poison for you.
Take poison damage.
Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
I'm pretty sure it is. Hold on, let me check. I mean,
Thanks for telling me before I drink it.
I don't know. I've never seen anyone else drink it, so.
Constitution?
Oh, mutagens are designed for my body and have no effect on other creatures.
20.
20. You drank it, and at first it didn't feel right, but you kind of wave off the unsettling feeling pretty quickly. However, there are no effects.
I get up on the
You
stool.
might even try to jump up a little.
Yeah. And I put my hands out.
Bruin's on like the other side of the counter, whatever. He's like, "Oh, it's working." It's like, "Oh." But,
yeah, so I gotta take this thing back. It's kind of a bummer.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, Mist is like going to the city that we're supposed to go to, so
wait, what city we're supposed to go there? Oh,
Aranthos, I think is the name. No. Is it Leandra? Leandra.
yeah.
Yeah, we're supposed to go to Leandra, I think. Well, the winds are blowing there, so we gotta go.
Did the king tell us we had to go there? Or my notes are on the wrong computer.
He wants us to go there?
I think it's just gonna be fate, like.
Huh.
All right, so to give you context, he got this information from Tahini that I don't think anybody else saw besides him.
And Tahini was like, the winds are blowing to Leandra. Like, basically, we're gonna end up there.
Yeah.
And then that's where Mist is going.
Okay. So you're headed off to give the eye to the king.
Well, I should probably do that sometime. I don't think I was supposed to have it still.
Oh. Well, I guess I'll go with you, but I'm gonna split my path and head to the branch office of the order. To be honest, I forgot their names.
Bruin's like, "Oh, with Murtag because he's doesn't got anything better to do.
Okay.
Well, I really think it would be a good opportunity for our new butler to
Wait.
to take Alfred with us, and he could learn some stuff.
You know what? I don't know. Would he learn anything? I mean, at the very least, we could just introduce him to the other people there so that they know he's one of us.
Contact, yeah.
I don't know.
Well, he hasn't passed the test yet to be one of us, but
Yeah,
he's right there in the room.
he's like taking notes. What does it take to be one of us? Question mark.
one of us.
Okay. So just trying to get a clear picture here. You guys are going to visit the king and
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna do some stuff while I'm there.
Okay, and so all of you are going, including Solaris and Alfred.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're heading. So right now, you guys live in the inner circle of the southeast, and you're just gonna go straight to the Sheath.
Yeah.
Okay, and everybody's going.
Before we go, when are we gonna have? Are we gonna have this party? And if we have the party, when are we gonna have it?
I forgot about that.
In 2 days?
Oh, that's a good question.
I feel like 2 days is enough for people to get ready.
Yeah, Alfred,
days.
how long do you think it would take to get the house ready? Is it presentable now, or is it? What do you think?
Well, I cleaned up as much as I could from last night. But I think, given a day, by the end of the day, I should have it done, unless this outing's gonna take all day.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
At least to clean it. I'm. What kind of party are we throwing?
A rager.
Well, that's a good question.
A rage party.
I was thinking one of those parties where you bring the craziest food they can.
Oh,
Like-
yeah, we wanted it to be a competition, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yes.
a barbecue grill. But
I can't remember that well. I was drunk, just.
yeah, me too. But 2 days probably.
Sure.
Okay, perfect. I gotta go to my room and I'll be right back.
Berlin's gonna try and see if he can find some ink and paper to see if he can write a fancy note, or he's gonna ask Solaris to help.
Do some calligraphy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's around the house. You're able to find some scrap paper and some ink and quill.
Yeah, it's just like one of the white pages torn out of a book. The extra white pages. It's they couldn't find anything else. So
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
So Murtag takes 2 pieces of paper, and on the first piece of paper, he writes an invitation to the princess
Oh.
for 2 days from now.
Okay.
And it's I didn't really write this one out, but basically the gist of it is in 2 evenings. Wait, so is that 2 evenings? So tomorrow evening Yeah.
Depends on if you're
Tomorrow
saying after 2 evenings or on the
Oh.
second evening.
I think we should do after 2 evenings.
The
So
third.
the third evening.
Yeah.
No, like, do we know the days of the month? Can't we just say like?
Let's see. I
This is
would
a 7-day
say
week.
you guys headed into the fall. I do remember talking about leaves changing. And I've always pictured like the grass to be yellow instead of green. So summer, I think you guys started during the summer, went through fall. You're hitting into the colder months now. So probably just using the ancient Americano calendar, you're probably somewhere in like October, mid-October, probably around the 18th.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Is this a dressing up party? Do we want like
It's a
last party?
masquerade.
A masquerade?
I think it's just
If
like
we have it.
it's like a fall party where you get together and hang out. There's warm drinks and then obviously beer, probably because we have that.
It's like a
Oh,
Anyways,
shoot. We need
an
like wild.
adult potluck.
This is
Yeah.
gonna be.
So in the note to the princess, it's gonna be like we're having a party on the 21st.
No, wait. We're having a harvest party.
Harvest party, not Halloween party. And
It'll be a cook-off.
like she's invited, but she can't tell anybody. Like
Oh wait,
it would be best if you just came alone. And
she would be the
Came alone.
celebrity
That's not
judge.
sketchy at all.
No, she could be the celebrity judge.
the secret celebrity, yeah.
Okay.
We also need to
So,
invite Solaris'
You
girlfriend.
put dear princess.
Yes.
Dear princess who?
Uh-oh. Would Murtag remember?
Roll intelligence check.
He probably wouldn't.
You're royal.
Inviting
It could be worse. Oh, natural 20.
Hey. Oh, you know this person's first name, last name,
Yeah.
maybe
so-
even a middle name, but her name is Princess Vanille
Vanille.
Lierian.
Lierian.
No.
Princess Vanille. Lierian's last name.
Mhm. Basically, like, you're invited to this party on the 21st at our address. It's a harvest party. Feel free to come out and chill. But it's kind of like a secret party. And you're the only one invited from your family.
Wait,
Don't tell your little brother.
don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
Wait,
Your little brother.
wait. Bruin like brings out his invitation and is gonna go for the king. It's like, oh,
He's in his room. You can still write it to the king.
Anyways, so I don't know if you need me to like write it out exactly. I can get that for you if you want that.
I think
But-
I got the gist, but
I try to like write it out real nice and stuff and fancy, and then I put
so far, without
signed,
any
like-
implications, okay? This is what you have on the letter. That you wrote an invitation to Princess Vanille Lierian to come to a harvest party to chill. And that you tell her to keep it a secret from her family. But there's no explanation, it just says that.
because we don't want your little brother to get jealous. He's not old enough to attend.
Little brother.
Jathan.
Okay. You get I don't know.
And then I like sign it 4 horsemen.
And you sign as 4 horsemen?
Yeah.
Boy.
But the M is like capitalized.
Are we gonna?
For-
man.
For I don't know. There's no N in Murtag, so
M. The M. Sorry.
oh, the M.
As in horsemen.
Yeah. It's like this makes no sense at all.
I think it says horseman, and then from the M you put Murtag.
Yeah. It's like crossword. Anyways, and then the second note, which I'll have to find. We can do that later, maybe. This is the one I want to send with the courier.
Oh yeah, you can send that later.
It's a good time. Is it a good time to do that too?
Yeah, you can. Well, when it finally happens, when you actually exit your house, we can get that
Okay.
straightened out.
So I write it out and I try to draw the picture really nice.
Okay.
If you want me to do a check, I can do that. I think that would be
Would you
fine.
like to explain the contents of this letter, or
I can. This is a good letter, guys. You'll really probably think it's stupid.
Real good.
It says, Merlin, I got your contact info from a guy in Arathos. I think he's trying to set us up, but I don't want to get your hopes up. I want to make it clear. Oh, sorry. I want to make it clear that nothing will probably work out. So don't get your hopes up.
What?
He did say you were hanging out with cool individuals, so please give them a heads up. Looks like we are coming to your city. Usually when we visit a city, it gets blown up, or turned into zombies, or we accidentally start wars. Anyways, if you're available to help out, that would be great. I'm sure we'll need it. Signed, Murtag. Then it has a little picture of what we look like. And it says, here's what we look like.
okay?
Is it-
Roll.
Is it to scale? Like,
I don't know.
I'll put the picture in the
Art check.
chat.
You can use your dexterity modifier.
So sleight of hand or
Like without proficiency,
without proficiency?
just
Oh,
a
boy.
dex mod.
Could be bad. 11.
11. So you see,
I was counting on
you don't exactly use stick figures. I'd say they're not a super accurate representation of your group. However, you're able to really distinguish like certain things about you guys. For example, you're at least able to draw the ears of whoever's a half elf.
and Bruin is really buff.
Bruin's really buff. He's wearing his mohawk helm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like to
stuff
the
like
side.
that. And you draw a really gloomy looking Solaris.
And then I put a note that says definitely not evil.
Yeah. Do you put cat ears on yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, big hint to the. Okay.
And those are the two notes that I want to make.
And this is to Merlin, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have really important stuff to do, guys.
I thought you were just like straight up like Merlin the wizard for a second. What? Then I remembered.
Anyways, I come back downstairs.
Um,
Okay, I'm ready to go.
And as you come downstairs, you see Bruin like waving like a sheet of paper. It's like, guys, what do you think about this invitation for the king to come? Is this like the party? Is this?
Oh, that's cool.
Really? You think so? You think he'll
I
bite?
don't know if he'll attend. He's
I think
probably
that's a great idea.
I was thinking like celebrity judge. That way I can still cook.
That's true. I'm sure he would love to come.
Can we do like an insight check?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Against my deception.
Yeah.
I'm actually real good at insight.
30.
Not that good.
You rolled a natural 20.
Yo. I don't know what it is, but I think Bruin's like a hyper focus on this letter and making it perfect, knowing that this is gonna go to the king. So he has like absolute ignorance of how Murtag's feeling right now.
Yeah, well, I guess we can go now.
Okay. So if all's a go, you guys exit the manor. Is that what I called it? I can't remember. HQ. You guys exit HQ and start taking the main road along the inner circle of Espa towards the sheath. Are you guys going directly there? Norco, are you not going to the sheath and going somewhere else?
No, I'm gonna go with with them on the way back. I'm going to the branch office, I guess, of the order.
Okay.
If they want to come, they can.
Okay. So you guys all head to the sheath. Now are you going straight to the front door? You're going to the door that you guys normally go through?
You can go to the secret entrance door.
Yeah.
Just because we're used to it.
It's
All right,
like,
so
it's like the only way we've really gone before, so it's like
yeah, so the way it works is like you're walking like the main path, right? That's runs from south to north. That leads up to the front gates of the sheath. But you see basically a massive castle with a giant sword from your vantage point shooting out into the sun. Well, with the hilt shooting out into the sun. The sword basically is planted into the sheath, and the castle is built around this sword. And let's see. And there is a big bridge that leads to the castle. There's a moat in the middle of this raised section of the city, and instead of taking the bridge, you basically like get to the front of it, and then you just kind of veer off to the left, and you kind of circle around, and you take a varying paths to get lower and lower until you finally reach the side entrance, the probably better known as the horseman entrance now, since you guys has taken it so much. And you see a very sturdy wooden door there, bound together by iron strips. You knock.
Yeah.
Announce yourself.
I do it with the eyeball.
With the eyeball. And you hear a very strong like metal ting with a wooden like thud. And a moment later you see the kind of the latch near the face of the door opens up and says, you hear a voice in a trying to be deeper sounding voice. Goes, who goes there? And state your purpose.
I mean, do you want me to do this or you got this?
No, you got this.
You got it. You got it.
We're the four horsemen. Like saviors of the prince and the princess, actually.
Savior of
And
choice.
that was a while ago. We have to give this eyeball thing back to the king.
The man, you can really just see probably from like the bridge of his nose to like the top of his forehead, and you see the two eyes looking at you. And he looks and goes, what sorcery is this? I hear you talking, but I don't see your mouth moving. And he's like looking at Bruin.
Look down.
I jump up.
you're like glance through the hole and goes, sorry.
Can I like put my hands and like pull myself up?
Do they have another opening?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see an opening at the bottom, like probably
Like
6
an-
inches lower, opens up.
Like in the Lord of the Rings.
In the top, so it's just looking at like this belt buckle or something.
He says,
I should just pick the lock.
did you guys introduce yourselves?
Yeah.
The
okay.
princess
Well, he said
is
the four horsemen.
we saviors of the prince.
Oh, okay.
More
He
specific.
he goes,
Druid floors.
one moment, and he closes the eye hole or whatever, face hole, and a few minutes passes by. Eventually, you hear the door open. And the
Do you
guard.
think you could cut it in half if I threw the eye at you and you just sliced it? Like when they open the door.
Wait, are you asking Bruin?
Yeah, like
Oh,
because it's been a while.
Oh, yeah, I think, yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
ready?
Yeah,
One, two.
sword up.
Does the door open? Oh, hey there.
I have been informed by Magistrate Silas to let you proceed to the chamber of the king, and Magistrate Silas will meet you there shortly.
Oh, okay.
Follow me.
Yeah.
So he kind of leads you through the castle once again. At this point, you guys can get there without a guide, but he leads you nonetheless. And he's like opening this door. A couple doors down, he opens the right door. Anyways, finally get to the chamber where you always meet King Magnus and everybody else, the entourage. He leads you in and shuts the door, and in this study, there's a couple chairs around, a love seat and stuff like that, and just tons of books. There's also a stand, an empty stand on King Magnus's desk, where it's like where it once holds the eye is empty. So, is there anything you would like to do in this room before I fast forward?
Can we?
Is there anything to steal? No.
We explained to like Alfred, like
Oh, I forgot Alfred's with you guys.
it's like, okay, if you ever need to go and get the king, you just gotta make something up.
Oh, jeez.
He takes.
But it's gotta be like a really.
He
good
still
one.
has his notepad and pen.
Yeah.
Still writing.
Who all is in this room? Is it?
So it's just the four horsemen plus
The guard.
garden.
Well, the guard's standing outside.
Oh,
It's outside.
Probably just
Oh,
beyond the
we're
door.
in here by ourselves.
what? Whoa.
That's always.
Is there anything real interesting?
Roll
Oh boy.
Roll a perception check.
Is
Is
there a
there-
place
wait.
where I can put my initials?
I want to see if there's anything that ties the king to like how old he is with like the Elf Queen
15.
person. That's specifically what Bruin is looking for.
15. Okay, and then you're specifically
that.
looking for any information about the king, like his age.
Yeah, like yeah.
Roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Murtag, would you? I mean, Norquil, would you like to do anything?
No, I'm just sitting patiently waiting.
Legs crossed or?
No.
Floating. Yeah.
He's at Eddie's.
Okay. Okay. So with your 15, it's a little bit, like, I wouldn't say super dark. It's well lit. As far as like anything of interest, unless you really like books, you don't really find anything. There seems to be a mess of like paper everywhere on King Magnus's desk. I would say, based on how rough things are scattered, it's been heavily used since the last time you were in this room, which was like roughly like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think before when you were in this room, the only thing that was really of interest, I think you did a scan of this room before, was the eye, but you have possession of the eye right now.
It's like when you get it, it's not as cool, you know.
Yeah. Okay, now with your investigation check, oh, what's your investigation check? Sorry.
It was 18.
18. You find
His birth certificate.
a birthday card
From the queen.
from the queen. You find a birthday
71.
card that was like a kind of a stash of it, like his most recent, like he's a man, the king's a man that keeps all his birthday cards. But you go through and you see just a whole shelf of it. I mean, not a whole shelf, like a whole drawer of it. And you flip over into one that seems fairly new, and it's like from his daughter, Vanel, and it says something along the lines of, wish you the very best, and I don't know, another year of blessings or something. And I was like to my father on his, let's see, I think I wrote it down somewhere. On his 65th birthday.
Oh,
There you go.
that's all. He, like, puts it away and like kind of rubs away like fingerprints, just
With his fingers.
with his fingers. He doesn't know this. Like,
Okay. As you put it away, you hear from out on the other side of the door, the guard goes, entering the king. And then the door slides open and you see King Magnus with Magistrate Silas. Also, you see Prince Halford and General Etheron. So they all step into the room. Now, upon seeing the king, although the king is no longer on death's door from the injury that he obtained from the night of the attack It's been about 2 weeks, like I said. You can see that his once not imposing so much, but like I don't know, his once overwhelming like kind of stature or figure is kind of knocked down a level. He's definitely the way he kind of carries himself definitely shows his age now. And you can tell that he's like clearly recovering slowly from his injuries. He's walking with a cane now, and he's kind of holding his like chest while he walks to get to his seat on behind the desk. That said, General Etheron is kind of supporting him, if you will. He goes, this is King Magnus. He goes, it has been a while, and I am glad to see all of you are doing well. There's definitely a weakness in his voice.
Solaris would probably say something really nice right here.
Which is...
But I don't...
This is like a little flowery.
Oh, my king, it is good to... How does he talk? Good to see you as well. I don't know.
That was
Good
so
to see
nice.
you. Well. So, yeah.
Solaris is like kind of nudging Bruin. It's like, oh, you should take the lead on this one.
Oh yeah, sir. You don't have to come. Don't feel obligated. But
This is what we're starting with.
Oh
What?
boy.
I just want to say we are having a little shindig, informal, of course. And I thought it'd be fun if we had a celebrity judge for our food making competition coming up. Anyway, so here you go, and he like hands them the paper. Also, Murtagh came to return the eye. So that's the other.
Oh,
That's the
yeah. This is kind of why we came. So, Mist, you gave me his eyeball. He said he wanted you to have it back, which kind of stinks, but stinks for me, but it's probably good for you.
I'm sure. But
You see Prince Halford kind of like step out. Oh, it's like, thank you for returning the eye, and he reaches out and lets you place it on his hand.
It's like takes a
and
moment of thought.
He takes it back and sits it on the stand. And it goes ding, like it's charging now.
Yeah, so Mist basically did one of those like weird messages things, and he said he was heading to Leandra. The city.
Leandra.
Londaroth.
no, Leandra.
Leandra.
Leand.
Londaroth
there's
is
so
the
many-
country.
There's like so many elves here.
The king says, I want to personally thank you for returning my son to me, ensuring and securing his safety, and thank you for returning the eye. This is good news. Obviously, Mist thought it was important to follow the kidnapper and continue to follow him. We will hopefully keep close watch on the situation. In regard to your invitation, Master Bruin, I I believe it'd be wise to attend as a judge. In fact, it'd be my honor. It would be a nice change of pace for the last 2 weeks, with all. And as he says that, he gets interrupted by Magistrate Silas. He goes, "My king, I do not believe it is wise to attend such trivial matters.
Whoa.
We have a war to be concerned with." And he goes, "Upon other things." And he goes, "No, it would just be for a few hours." And,
Wait.
and he like
Did we
looks
all
over
hear
looks
that?
over to you guys to like can I get by with the 2 hours?
Yeah, probably. We'll just need you for the tasting, you know?
See, Silas, nothing to worry about. And Silas kind of like backs off.
You called our party lame.
You can come too, Silas, I guess. I mean, if you want to.
He
But you might be too busy, I guess.
the king like smiles at him, and he saw the smile and he sees you guys, and he like chooses not to respond.
Wow.
Okay.
Um,
Who other famous celebrity invites could we have? I was just, don't know the city all that well, but
and you see Prince Halford is like well, if it's a party, I would love to join as well. I don't have to be a judge, of course.
well,
I feel like he should be a judge.
you think so?
Yeah.
You could be a contestant if you want to.
Oh.
Wait, how?
But you probably aren't good at like hunting exotic things and cooking, so I don't know. You probably wouldn't win.
Wait, if we're doing this in 2 days, we can't expect everyone to hunt exotic things. It's kind of hard.
Well, they probably have a zoo.
It's true.
Prince Halford's like, "Oh, I must insist that I cannot participate in such a contest. Unfortunately, with my silver spoon upbringing, cooking is not one of my fortes."
Oh.
Oh, I figured.
Well, anyone can be a chef. Just I myself wasn't a chef until 5 months ago.
You must be highly gifted in such matters. Then I shall expect lessons in the future.
It would be.
Yeah, it really just depends on the day.
It's really the roll of the dice. If it
Yeah, it's
goes
like
well.
it's crazy.
What is happening? Royalty like they're nothing.
Yeah.
Another point. Solaris would probably be saying this. Another point of interest is we figured we would introduce our butler to you. This is Alfred. If you ever need to get in contact with us when we're gone, he would probably be the best place to start. If you can't just send a message.
I mean, he might not be the best place to start.
He is a place to start.
As you introduce him, I'm assuming you step aside, and he like as he steps forward, you see he has his notepad and kind of tucks it behind him, but as he tries to tuck his pencil, it like hits his chest and like pops forward, and he like reaches out to try to grab it before he loses it. But then he pushes it even further away, and it skids across the ground, like and like hits against Etheron's feet.
You know, it's like when you like try to grab something, but when you go to grab it, you just
Yeah, it just
throw
goes
it right
further.
on the ground.
Oh,
Yeah.
Etheron reaches down and picks up the pencil, and it looks like, I don't know, it looks like a crown in his hand. He goes, I believe you dropped this, and he like hands it back. He goes, and he like, and you see, this is like not Alfred's like thing. He's like so out of place right now. He's like bowing, not saying a word, shaking uncontrollably.
Mm.
He goes, pleased to meet you.
Yes. Anyways, so he's sort of in training, but he has real potential.
We'll see.
And you see Magnus like rubbing his beard.
Yes.
I mean,
Mm.
I'm working on the Q course for him right now.
unless you guys have like some sort of mentor, y'all could, you know, teach him or something.
Oh, they're like looking around. It's like,
So, ignore that.
Silas, Madrasate Silas kind of goes. He like clears his throat. Now then, we have important matters to discuss. Please be all ears, and he kind of like steps back. He goes, as he steps back, he goes, "My king," and King Magnus goes, yes, and he goes, so we do have some stately matters to discuss. As you know, it appears that we are fighting a war on two fronts. One, specifically with Indo-Miran. The troops from Kakia has done a complete takeover of Indo. And that attack happened on the night Espa was attacked as well. The coincidence is too high to not suspect any pre-arrangement between two parties. And he's like coughing a little bit, hacking. He says, as far as motives go, none have been found. We have sent a messenger, and we have not had a response. That leaves us with very little options. We have reports that some of Indo has been evacuated. And it is our duty as the protector of this realm to mobilize the troops to reclaim Indo and the citizens that have been captured. We will require some planning, so the operation won't begin for several more weeks. The second front is in Iranthas. I have heard from Magistrate Silas and Captain Carey that the residents of Iranthas are now on containment duty of the Chaos Veins, and they are observing situations as we speak. I am aware that there are no means to dispel the world's crystal's corruption. Is that right?
There.
But you said there's no means?
Unless I'm corrected, of course.
Well, we have a story for you, I think. I guess, do we want to
We just tell them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
say
probably
we
should.
should.
Okay, so you tell him the story of your visions and what you saw. Do you mention the things that happened under Indo Miran in the Ad Extreme Terrare?
Probably.
Wait, did
I
we
feel like
not
that'd be-
talk before?
I
I
don't
don't
remember.
think so.
Anyways, well, maybe you tell him about the connection, even if you did tell him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, while you telling the story, you do get Silas interjecting every once in a while, saying, "You have to understand our position, accepting the visions of supposedly only that affected the four horsemen and no one else."
Wait. Oh yeah, the prince wasn't Jebediah. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. He's,
Well, he
the-
was there when we went unconscious.
Well, there's this other guy that we could go find.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Well,
Phil's character.
so he goes, the probability of such an object is low if no one's ever heard of it. That said,
So I mean, if it's
Did
low, we could probably take care of like looking for it.
Did we scribe before?
I don't think we can scry objects.
Oh, that's right.
so
I think we tried to.
So King Magnus is like sitting there contemplating while you're telling the story and listening to Silas's objections and stuff. And eventually even like Prince Halford and General Etheron like kind of get involved as well. With Prince Halford saying, there are things to consider, especially between the two factors of Irinthos and Indo Miran. Our primary duty, I believe, is with Indo, and reclaiming it is top priority. To spend precious resources in a goal that might not be substantive is difficult in our position. I hope you understand. Especially not knowing where this Sumerian shade is. And then, like, the kind of general sense you get from General Etheron is like he is ready to fight. King Magnus is still contemplating things, and he kind of finally responds and goes, "It appears that we must come to rely on the four horsemen again. As you know, our resources are thin. We have reached out to Ianth for support in this coming war with Kakia. And I've also reached out to my brother in, well, hope to reach out to my brother in Leandra, for his support as well. That said, in the matter of dispelling the corruption of the World Crystal, I believe at this moment having you, the Four Horsemen, take care of such a matter would be greatly appreciated. Based on what you've said of Mist, I believe our best lead for the Cimmerian Shade is reliant on the capture of this pale kidnapper that Mist is chasing, correct?
Probably a good place to start.
That said, what of this Jameson?
Mm.
Oh, well, is he dead?
So,
See, I thought we killed him, but I guess.
so
Oh,
you guys like injured him severely,
Yeah.
and he fled with
We
some
s-
kind of teleportation.
we
think he's
scried
still
on
alive.
him, and he's running south, right?
Yeah, he's running south. You guys have contacted Queen Kasula to look into the matter of maybe tracking him.
Yeah. So Solaris probably
Tells all that.
conveys that. Yeah. And you might want to reach out to the queen and see if she has updates.
He goes, hey, you like, roll a inside check.
For
How much
figure out
did you
what his insight is it wisdom?
Inside check, yeah, wisdom.
Oh, he has a 20 in wisdom. Insight
Wait, is this Solaris telling?
+9. Is it Solaris's insight or
Yeah.
my insight?
Solaris, or anybody else that really wants to try to figure out what's going on.
I don't know. Roll insight. Bruin does not know what's going on.
Solaris gets a 9.
All right. All right.
I'll roll as well. Natural
Bring it.
20. That's a lot of natural 20s.
All right, so anybody that
25,
rolls like an
3.
18 or higher,
But not.
you see for the
Solaris.
moment that when Solaris tells like the king, oh, you can get in contact with the queen, you see like a glitch, like in the Matrix kind of thing. He goes like for like a second, you see his facial expression like change with the mention of Queen Kasula. He goes, I will give you all authority in such regards. I believe you are in contact with Queen Kasula, so I leave you to the rest.
Solaris is oblivious to it, which is ironic.
He trusts the king's given authority.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
really proud. Yes, we'll take care of this. We'll pass word when we find out. If they got him, I guess.
Goodness. Right. I don't want to be like distracting, but is it okay if we put on invites that you'll show up to the celebration? Is that too much?
I feel like we
That would
should
be a
make it
secret
like a
guest.
secret guest.
Secret guest? But
Yeah.
if people don't know who you are, secret guest doesn't really mean much. Like,
Well,
My
we
mom-
could introduce them. We could introduce them when they come out.
okay, yeah, it's fair.
It's like Silas is like, if the king is serious about attending such a party, it would be best for it to be a secret.
Okay, just get that.
So our enemies would not be prepared,
Okay.
or less
Yes.
prepared, if you will.
I figured as much. You know, I've got experience in the bodyguard field. I kind of understand what's going on there.
That said,
don't know.
let's see.
With Leandro.
Froze. I think John was saying something, but he froze.
Oh, me?
No, John Waller.
Oh,
I can hear you.
okay.
Can
I
you
see.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah, what were you saying?
I was just like, going back to what the king said. that he would need to rely on us again. Why was that? What you said something about Leandra? Was there something we need to do there?
Oh, so he's kind of like relying on you guys to kind of follow up with this World Crystal ordeal. He realizes it's kind of an important thing, but the resources of Espa has to go towards Indo right now. So he's asking you guys to kind of follow up on this matter of following up with Mist in Leandra, or any leads that you really have at your disposal to obtain the Cimmerian Shade.
My computer froze for a little bit, so I just missed that, like my entire question.
No.
But it's it's something about he's relying us to figure out the what needs to be done about the World Crystal.
Yeah, to basically take lead on the investigation and eventual obtainment of the Cimmerian Shade.
Gotcha.
So do you have like a library we could go read up in? Or like maybe there's one in the city we could go research in?
I do not believe I have any resources personally on such matter. Magistrate Silas may, though if he had any knowledge of anything at his disposal, he would already have informed me of such. We do have a library in Espa. It's located in the whatever that garden is called. I can't remember what it's called. Esmeralda's Garden, I think.
Yeah.
There it's a vast library, and maybe you'll find something there. That said, Prince Halford speaks up. He goes, "If I may, have you ever traveled to Leandria?"
No,
I do not believe so.
pretty sure. No.
Where's that located?
So
Far as-
you know that
That's the big
Leandra is
city.
like to the west, past the Milledon Forest where you guys came from, in Uranthas. He goes, under normal circumstances, the trip takes just under 2 weeks to get there. However, there's word of a faster way of travel through, and it seems suspect, but there's too many rumors about it to not be true, of a travel by means of air.
Oh,
Now, it's a privately funded project by some wealthy and powerful people of Espa. But I believe they commissioned one of the citizens of Espa to create such a means of travel. I only got his initial. I believe it's JP. He runs a tea shop.
Must be
in
doing
the
good
outer
business
ring to the
there.
west.
Okay.
yeah, he runs a tea shop.
Mhm.
Yeah, we've never heard of him, but we can go investigate it. Remember where we had to pour the tea in the pot?
Yeah.
He goes, I believe the launch date is soon for such an unveiling of such a ship, if you will.
Sky ship.
Hot air balloon.
You know, I'm not sure. Anyways, if you wish to, maybe something to look into if you wish to travel quicker.
All right.
Let's see. I think. Okay, so King Magnus says, as far as the rest of our meeting, is there any questions?
I don't think so.
I think I'm good.
And he goes,
Oh, we did tell Prince Jathan he could join the Four Horsemen when he gets big enough. But like he's gonna have to get a lot bigger and better. So just like maybe in the future. But
yeah, King
yeah,
Magnus
hopefully we
like,
didn't like
that explains this sudden vigor from my son.
yes, sorry about that.
He's been practicing with a sword. Not something he did before. But that explains it. And thank you. Thank you for accepting my boy.
Yeah. Well, we haven't accepted him yet, but
Right.
Yeah. Just to be clear.
Of course. I'm sure there is a initiation in the tryout, if you will, that, not anybody can join the Four Horsemen.
Oh, for sure, yeah. It's actually pretty difficult.
Right. Just don't get him killed.
Well, we didn't last time.
Yeah.
Let's see. And he goes, okay, if there's nothing else, he goes, Prince and Magistrate in general, please exit the room. I have some more private matters to discuss with the Four Horsemen. And there seems to be some kind of like Magistrate is like, but they obey regardless and leave the room.
I give him the peace sign as they walk out.
You see like a visible huff, I guess, from
Silas.
You see his eyeballs turn bright blue and like demon like as he walks. No, I'm kidding. He goes, sorry, I apologize for my suddenness, but how is Queen Kasula?
Oh boy. I feel like this is a question Solaris would answer.
Yeah, I do think this is bullshit. It's like a Solaris question.
Just say she's fine.
She is how does he talk? She's doing fine, Your Majesty. She looks quite well.
And if you remember, like, you'd probably say Queen Kasula like looks to be in her like early 40s.
It's just hard to know.
He goes, good. Just wondering. Did she happen to perhaps mention me, or maybe give you anything.
Well,
Wait, did she give us
She
something?
mentioned you.
it sounded like she wasn't very happy with you.
Yeah.
About something, but I don't really know what that was.
I think she blamed you kind of for them for like the whole world crystal ordeal because that wouldn't have happened unless
Yeah, like the whole city's like blown up. She's just in really stressed out.
Yeah.
know.
It's
Let's just say you weren't on the top.
Roll a perception check.
Wait, who?
Everybody.
Oh, nice.
If you roll a 10 or higher, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
15.
You hear quickly under his breath, he like kind of like rubs his eyebrows and he goes, she clearly hasn't forgiven me yet. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, I just really feel like we need to probably mend the relationship there too. Like, we could probably.
He goes,
help out.
relationship. What? There's, what?
Well,
what
like,
really?
like the, like,
The
sort of like
kingdom.
ambassador relationship.
Oh,
yeah,
of
like,
course, yeah, of
between the
course, of course.
I
Ambassador
wasn't
is.
insinuating
Wait.
anything.
What relationship were you thinking of?
I had many things on my mind. I wasn't sure what you meant.
Murtag thinks about his kids and if they have pointy ears.
As far as you can tell, none of them have pointy ears.
Okay.
Okay. It's like, okay, and okay, well, that's not good. He like fumbles
like-
through his words. He starts with a word, but he like takes it back and he like thinks of a different way to start it. And he finally goes, you have to understand, as King of Espa, quote unquote guardians of World Crystal, it is utmost important for the rulers of their realms, respected realms, to be in good alliance, good alliance with one another. And he furthers like, I was merely questioning if I need to, I don't know, send the fruit basket or something.
Well, might be a little bit. I think maybe if we like cure the world crystal, we'll be like sponsored by, and we'll like have you, as a sponsor, and like.
You know what? No, here's the thing. I do like the fruit basket idea. Let's hold off until we cure the world crystal, and then we go. Oh,
Yes.
as part of he just wanted to apologize for any grief he may have caused you, type of thing. Even
Right.
though
Let's fix the issue first,
Ah.
then send the
do
gift.
anything wrong. But
That makes a lot of sense. And honestly, I don't believe it. It was a good thing that I asked you all instead of Silas. Silas is not very helpful in such matters, as more sensitive matters, if you will.
yeah, he seems to have a sort of like a fiendish, like tint to him. I don't know. It just doesn't.
Roll a. Hold on.
Oh. I'm trying to keep a straight face. When you said that.
That is a really low roll. He glazes over that like nothing.
Well, so here's another angle you could take. Like, sometimes women, I'm kind of a women expert, and like sometimes they don't really like it when you just try to solve the problem. Like, I feel like maybe that's what we're like, solving the problem is important, right? But like maybe
Right.
she just needs somebody to listen to her.
I
You know?
I don't know if you've seen that play. it's not about the nail.
Yeah, it's not the nail. Yeah.
Uh,
And so like
who's good to ask for advice? You know, probably another lady. Like maybe ask your daughter for help or for advice on this situation.
Um,
She would probably understand.
of course, but
yeah, maybe
before
not, actually
I would like to humbly ask that we keep this conversation between us.
yeah,
Can
well,
you
we
can
do
you
that.
can you keep that to yourselves?
Bruin does like the salute, like whatever salute or whatever.
That Espions do?
I look
Yeah.
at Alfred.
I
Okay,
really
Alfred
wanna
and say,
say, like, oh, go
Oh.
ahead.
Alfred, if you say anything about this, Alfred, I guess I'm gonna have to murder you to sleep.
Wait, is Alfred still here or did he go out?
Yeah.
I suppose he's still there. He like halfway through writing, he like tucks it away.
Yeah.
Did you write something down? Give me the
He
book
like
right now.
rips the paper off and eats it.
Good man.
Swallow it.
Open your mouth. Let me see under your tongue.
It's gone. Okay. He says, and the second part, that was anything given to you by Queen Kasula?
I do not have my notes with me.
That could be a possibility. I'm like patting my
Solaris, do you remember what
Okay. Roll an intelligence check for Solaris.
There's what about that ring? Oh, one. She didn't really give it to us. I was about to say that ring that we
I
found
have a
in the
bow.
labyrinth.
Intelligence. Oh boy, he's like not good at intelligence. It could be worse.
I mean, any of you guys can really roll an intelligence check. I'm surprised nobody written down anything.
I feel like
I
I should remember it.
I just don't have my notes.
Oh, that's insight.
I've got a 20.
Intelligence.
Okay.
This is for Solaris.
6.
So Queen Kasula
Everyone's like-
gave you 2 objects.
2 objects.
That's amazing, guys.
I really
good.
have
First of
zero
which-
recollection.
First of it, it's a wooden trinket made from the wood that you guys were caged in.
Oh, yes, I do remember that.
It's
And it has a
basically a
voice.
pass to Irinthos, or at least to
Oh.
the people of Irinthos. It's like a naturally black.
Wait,
then,
does it say her? Does it say her voice?
What do you mean?
Like, does it like play
No.
a sound? I thought you said it like makes a sound of her voice.
Solaris has that, right?
No, that doesn't make sound. It's just a
Oh.
trinket.
Okay.
Solaris has that trinket, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty
Okay.
sure.
And the second one is you guys got a key.
Oh. To the apartment.
Well, it's just it was
I
a
don't know.
key that was dropped by Jameson.
Pretty
Oh.
important.
That's right. Who has that key?
I mean, Solaris is the only one who can scry, so maybe he does.
Yeah,
That's
he was
right.
Just right.
It was like a
Uh,
key to his room, or
Possibly.
possibly. I don't.
So, Your Majesty, sorry I forgot everything for a second. The 2 things that we received from the Queen were this trinket, which basically means we're awesome, I think.
It's key to the
And a key, yeah, it's like a key to their city. Gets like
no,
free
no.
reign.
He goes, I'm surprised that she gave one of those away. It's a high honor. She doesn't give that to anybody. And then he like pulls open his drawer to the right and holds out the same trinket.
Nice.
Okay.
He goes,
See,
"It appears that you are on king status as well."
well,
Yeah,
yes.
we may be a little bit better on the saddest part.
we don't.
He goes,
mean-
he tucks it away and pushes the drawer.
And then Celeste, and she also gave us a key that was from Jameson's person. Do you recognize it?
He goes, "Interesting. Seems like a pretty standard key.
Maybe his room.
It could open anything. But he goes, 1 second, and he yells, 'God!' And then one of the guards opened the door and goes, yes, Your Majesty." And he goes, "When we are through, please escort these gentlemen to Jameson's chamber." He goes, "Of course." And then he closes the door. Hopefully, something comes about of this key. Well, I thank you for giving me this extra time to understand where Espa stands in regards to Queen Kasula. If perchance still being between just us, through contact with Queen Kasula, that you if there's anything to report, of course, let me know.
I'm just thinking in my head. Everything we've touched, everywhere we've gone, it's just ended. People dying. I'm just thinking these two kingdoms are gonna end up fighting each other because of us.
I just like to say we perfectly satisfy the role of the four horsemen. Just
Yes.
waiting for the famine to like come and like. No.
We're gonna
After
cause
that.
one of the kingdoms to just fall
Yeah.
in the history book. It's gonna say due to the four horsemen.
I don't know why you guys think you guys are like just destruction, a path of destruction wherever you go. I told Noah this already. These things might have already been happening. And really all you did was maybe prevent or lessen the damage.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking that that's what my character thinks.
I mean, one
Yeah.
could even theorize that maybe you're guided by the consciousness of the world crystal to such places, led you through all these adventures to get to where you are today.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to know if we're like attracted to the destruction, or if we're like causing. It's like a sprint, like
Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
This is a very good
I-
like hero story. Like the hero thinks it's all his fault, like Kaladin.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, well,
It was
yeah, I
nice
guess we'll,
talk.
we'll see you in a couple days. Oh, you can bring like any family that you want.
He thinks about it and goes, "Sure." And as he's like, as you change the subject to something like the party again, he's like kind of getting excited. You see the fear sprints kind of disappear.
Just change this whole world.
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Perception checks get so easy now.
It's like, okay, well, he goes, God, please escort the 4 horsemen to Jameson's chamber. And, you know, he opens the door and kind of leads you over to, you know, where Jameson's chamber is. Eventually you get to the room. The door is open. There seems to be someone on guard. And one of the guards meet the other guards, and they exchange salutes, and they talk a little bit, and then let you guys through. You go in. It's a very simple chamber. Stone walls, a single window, a desk, a wardrobe, a chest, and a bed. There's a poster on the wall. It's of Captain
Bruin.
Carey.
Can I look behind the poster?
Is the chest locked?
Behind the poster. Yeah, sure.
Like what's that one movie where they dig a hole?
There's nothing behind the poster.
Is the chest locked?
You go over to the chest and you try to lift the lid, and it's locked.
It bites you.
Try the key with it.
Solaris pulls out the key.
Okay.
And very dramatically, like,
We need music.
Puts it
Cue the music.
Okay. So you slide it into the keyhole, turn, a click, and then you turn it a little bit more. Another
I
click.
check for traps.
Roll an investigation check.
24.
Ooh.
Not trapped.
Okay.
You, at this
you're good,
point,
buddy.
after you hear 2 clicks, it's pretty standard for a standard chess key. 2 clicks, you open it up. You see that it contains some general clothing.
Does it
Is
look
there
like
a-
this has been disturbed?
Has
Like,
it
already
been
investigated.
I mean, it's folded, yeah.
Does it look like there's like maybe a hidden compartment or chamber?
Roll investigation check.
Yeah, false bottom.
False bottom.
Investigation. Actually, trap door leads to the basement.
That would be 14. 14.
14?
Yep.
Would anybody like to help? No, I'm kidding.
Here, buddy. Okay, so
Uh,
food you're looking for.
With a 14, you kind of neatly take out the simple clothing, and you sit it on the bed, and you're looking at the inside of this box. You see a slightly discolored section of this purple cloth. That kind of
Okay.
lines the inside of this box.
Oh.
And you go and kind of fidget with it, and it pops out, and you see something behind it.
Okay. What is it?
Do you reach and pull it out?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go and reach. You feel something that's like made of paper, and also a very cold orb. Probably about the size of a racquetball.
I want to do a grim psychometry check on it.
Okay, you don't get anything from either.
Oh,
of the-
I should. Well, it's a roll. Technically, it's a roll.
Okay,
but-
well, you don't get anything from it.
It's a cold orb.
Just an orb that's cold to the touch.
What does the paper say? Does it?
As you pull out the piece of paper, you unfold it. You see some words written on it. Do you read it aloud?
Yes.
Okay. you do not know the author of this letter, so I'm just going to read it in my normal voice because I read everything in some other voice. And it says at the very top, Klein, or rather Jameson, as they call you in Espa. The time has finally come. A vision was bestowed upon me, one which you alone stand at the gateway. And with your strength, you will pry open that gate and allow destiny to flow through. For no one else can do this but you. Be strong, be bold. The time has come.
Is there like at the end of it some initial?
Not sign. That's all it
Can
says.
Solaris look at it? Because didn't he get a letter from the Weaver earlier?
Yes, very, very, very early, yeah. Where they talk about the
he-
Sumerian shade.
Can he do something?
Investigation check, see if it's the same
Yeah.
handwriting. or something.
Mm-hmm.
Investigation. 0. Eight.
8. He's not really able to tell.
It's just, could be anybody.
Well, I'm gonna, I guess, if you guys wouldn't object, maybe put the orb in the paper into the bag.
Yeah.
When we get home, I can cast the Identify spell on it if you would like.
Do that now.
Yeah, we could do that.
What's the reason? Waiting. This is my question.
Well, I would have to sit down for 10 minutes. I
Or you
think.
could just cast it. Come on, man. Don't be stingy.
Okay, fine, Bruin. I'll just cast it.
All right, so you cast the the identify spell.
Identify. Yeah.
This is a pearl, a giant pearl at that, swirling with an ever-changing color if you stare at it, much like a pearl itself, except it almost moves. What it does, and someone will probably have to write this down.
I'll do it. Got it.
The pearl will copy and store any level 3 spell or lower that it comes in contact with.
Is it a pearl of power?
What is this orb called?
I don't know. You can name
Or
it whatever
pearl.
you want.
Pearl of spell storing or something.
And it will recharge after a full day's of rest. Well, after 1 day, it will recharge.
Will be
So
charged after
basically-
what?
After 1 day.
Guys, I think
Basically, you cast a level 3 spell on it at the end of the
Yeah.
day, and the next day you get an extra one.
That said, if the wearer has this pearl on them and a spell was cast on the wearer, the spell will overwrite what's on the pearl already.
Huh.
Oh. Wait.
That's complicated. Jordan's gonna have to listen to this.
Yeah. So if he's holding the orb and it has like sending on it, and then he casts Cure Wounds on himself,
It will
Does it have to
overwrite.
be
sending would go away. And
So
then
after you expend whatever spell that's being stored on the pearl, it will take a day for it to be used again before it can store any other spell.
would it steal that spell from would it not heal him but just go in the orb or something?
No,
Or-
it just it makes a copy rather
Okay,
than
okay.
absorb.
Okay.
How big is this pearl?
That'd be crazy if it stole. Like you took a damaging effect away.
Yeah.
It's like a
Fireball.
free legendary action
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you shoot it back.
or
What's this?
legendary resist or whatever.
What's the size of this?
What?
What's the size of this?
Like a racquetball.
Oh.
It's like I don't know, 1,000 pounds. You can't really carry it anywhere. It's just stationary.
How many carrots is that? Yeah.
Imagine the oyster.
Goodness.
The great clam of I don't know, the southern seas.
Winchester. Yeah.
Huh. It's kind of weird that he didn't take it. Murtag is just gonna investigate the rest of the room, like drawers, looking for other communications.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Is there any? Oh, I guess he's looking at it
20.
right now.
20.
20.
20.
Sorry.
You find pretty much like standard things around the room, as far as like what a squire would have.
If there's any money, I'll take it.
Roll a d20.
Oops, not that. 7.
Oh.
Wait,
7.
can I add my
Platinum.
inspiration die to that?
What are you what did you roll?
A 7. But can I add my inspiration to that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dang, I should have done my inspiration on the letter.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, but
17.
Murtag
that
didn't
was-
read the letter. It was Solaris.
24 total.
24 total.
Yeah. 7
You,
plus 17.
you find 24 pieces of gold.
Yes.
Nice. You know, damages.
Can I check the bed itself, like maybe underneath the mattress, or if it looks like the bed's been moved consistently to a position? I don't know. I'm just checking for other stuff.
I mean, yeah, you can check it, but I don't. Through Murtag's investigation, which is pretty high, there wasn't really anything amiss.
Okay. So it's probably just this then.
Just want to say, Bruin takes the time to send Alfred out to make invitations.
Oh yeah.
Pass them throughout the neighborhood.
Okay. Do you send them like to the local
Like a print shop or whatever.
print shop?
If there's one. I don't know. There's
Yeah,
one.
I mean, let's see.
Fantasy. He gives him some gold to do it too. However much.
What's
it
Catherine Saxton? You know, the owner of the Parchment Company.
Yes,
probably
that's
can-
Oh, yeah.
Oh, do you
Jordan's
want
girlfriend.
a personal visit then? Is
Dude, you should probably take care of
pilot. Make something happen while he's gone.
that.
Yes. They are married. That night. What happens in our mansion stays in our mansion.
Goodness.
Well, I was going to sneak off and give the princess a special invitation, but I don't think I'm doing that anymore.
I thought it was gonna be funny. I didn't think I was just gonna play you down completely.
So we
Just,
headed out now.
Yeah.
On the way out, like, you just see Murtag, like, throw something in the trash.
Wait, do we see it?
Wait, what? Sorry, what?
On the way out of the whatever castle, they see. Well, I don't know. I don't know if they see it or not, but I throw the letter for the princess in the trash.
Oh, yeah.
As the king's coming.
If you're being sneaky about it, go ahead and roll a sleight of hand,
No, they'll
and
never
then the
see it.
rest of you
Wait.
can roll perception
Alfred see it?
at disadvantage.
Does Alfred see it?
Oh,
Natural
snap.
1
It's a
for
nat
a
one.
19.
Oh.
I got. What
Oh.
do
Everybody sees it.
Wait, Murtag, is that evidence?
No, that's nothing. Nothing really.
Okay, roll a
Really?
deception.
Wait,
Nothing for
I would say
Insight check.
deception.
Uh-huh.
This is like 20.
I got 20. I mean,
uh, insight.
yep,
uh,
I
Yeah,
got
it's
20.
really just nothing.
Sorry, 25 for insight. Good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know he's kind of like hiding something. Like definitely hiding something.
Druid goes to pick it up.
Yes.
And
Where
you
Tiger's just
find
like walking. He like doesn't want to. He's just walking.
you just find the letter about some invitation to a Princess Vanille.
There are
Okay.
drawings on there, right?
No,
No,
that's
that's
the
a
other
different
one.
letter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like a special invitation just to Princess Vanille and nobody else. At this moment, you realize that you have thwarted his plans.
Yeah.
Uh,
Bruin is, by the way. But,
it's so funny because like Bruno would be like so honest about it.
As Murtag walks away and you pick up and read this thing, and everybody's kind of like following Murtag or whatever, you alone with this letter. Princess Vanille does not pass by.
Okay. Well, I guess we head out.
Bruin keeps the letter. He pockets it.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, boy.
All right. That said, let's see. I mean, we got like less than an hour left. You guys want to just push through or take a break?
I'm probably fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably fine as well.
All right. So, you guys finally exit the. After some conversation, you finally exit the sheath, and you're back on the main streets again. Let's see. Norqual wanted to go visit the local chapter for his organization. Anybody following? Assuming you are.
Well, we should probably all go.
Okay.
Murtag is like puts his hood on and like is walking around, hands in his like hoodie pocket.
All right, so you guys all head to the outer ring, towards the northeast direction,
Send Alfred home.
and send Alfred to go make flyers for this party.
Yeah. All right.
Solaris is like, "Oh, I'll go with you."
Oh, with the. Oh, okay.
Wait.
Okay. Okay. All right, so the two of them go off, while the
'Cause he doesn't
three
want
of
him to get
you
lost.
head towards the organization chapter or whatever. Okay, so you go, and you eventually come to the building. Obviously, a tea shop, and you head inside. You climb the stairs to the second floor that leads into the kind of the main lobby of this tea shop, and there you see the familiar lady that's kind of behind the counter. And she goes, welcome to the tea shop. Are you here for some tea?
I turn to the guys like, you guys remember the password.
Yeah, you just say yes.
It's something about grapevines.
Yeah. Something with the grapevine, something.
This is like right in front of her.
Yeah, she's-
I was trying to find the notes, but I couldn't find it.
All right. So she goes. She says, somewhere.
Over the rainbow.
She like starts shaking her head. Somewhere
This is
up.
This is his thing. not
Somewhere
my
up.
thing.
The grapevine.
Somewhere up
Somewhere
Stairs.
up.
the. Somewhere up the.
It's like when the kid's trying to say a memory verse, and you're like,
Yeah.
gotta help him.
Somewhere up the
Grape.
grape, and she
I
like
don't think it's grapes, but I could be wrong.
somewhere up
leaves.
the
Grapevine.
grapevine. Yes. Mm-hmm.
The
Ah.
grapevine
It
is the
Grapes.
juice.
juicy.
Juices.
She like she puts her hand over her face and goes, yeah, here, and hands you the cup of tea. You know where to go.
Yeah, could you just tell us? We'll write it down this time.
Yeah, I'll remember it this time.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
I like the thought of them, like,
17.
cutting him out because he can't remember the password.
He goes, somewhere up the grapevine is the juiciest of them all.
Somewhere up the grapevine.
And then I pour the tea over the plant, right? Yeah.
Wait, you're not gonna go back to the place you're
Huh?
supposed to do it?
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Oh, you just run back there?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you do so, and the booth sinks, and it creates like just sinks, and I'm assuming you're on it, and you enter the workshop that's underneath the tea shop, and you see the man, the tinkerer, behind a cage.
Hello there. I'll approach him.
He like kind of side glances at you. He has like these like binoculars that are like super telescoped into what he's working on. So he kind of just looks over. It goes, "Oh, look what we have here! It's you guys again."
Wait. Murtag got rid of that the thing you bought, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No. I'm just trying to. This is point of
Oh.
order here.
Oh yeah, he traded it for the magic
Dagger.
dagger.
Yeah,
Poor
that's right.
he's
That's right.
pretty
That's right.
ticked.
Okay, so I asked him, it's like, so you come up with any new inventions lately?
Not quite. I've been working on a project. It's been taking a lot of my time. This is personal time, of course, outside of the organization's payroll, if you will.
I'm assuming I'm looking at he has a project in front of him, right?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
He was
I
just
mean, he's like
doing-
working on something, but it's not like he's not being specific about the thing that he's working on.
I turned to the group, like, do we want to just mention about the plane?
We could just
Oh.
play the king
Oh.
card.
Yeah.
Who is this JP anyways?
He goes, that's. I guess if he overheard you, he goes, those are my initials. Jasper.
Wait.
Do you know how initials
my
work?
I always thought it was just one word. I didn't realize. Yeah.
Yeah.
My friends call me Jas, and
Do you have a
my
brother?
acquaintances call me Mr. Purr. So I'm not sure what you're trying to get at here.
Do you have a brother
Um,
named Cass?
Unfortunately, we haven't seen him for ages. He might be dead. Who knows?
Oh,
oh,
It's no big deal. We weren't close anyways.
huh. Okay. You got any news You know-
News.
about up north? Any other news from the
Oh, I
organization?
see. You asked me about that last time. I did hear something, but not specifically addressed to you. There's talk in the organization about some movement. They actually had to send some reinforcements, if you will. But that's all I got.
Reinforcements to the north, right?
Correct.
And I would still have the letter, correct?
What letter?
That I was given from the bird.
Yeah. I mean, you kept it, I'm sure. Or you ate
I don't
it, whatever.
remember. If I remember, it had mentioned a city. Correct.
Nope, it didn't.
Hmm.
Nice
Okay.
try.
Okay. I asked Jasper. Where up
Could you
north?
not say it so weird, son?
Mr. Purr?
All right, move along.
What?
I mean, in the conversation.
Do you happen to know where they're sending the reinforcement to?
Nope.
Okay.
insight check. Do I believe him?
Sure. Roll inside check.
Oh. 20, 16.
16. He seems genuine. Like he's not having any second thoughts about it or like trying to hide anything. He seems a little distracted by what he's working on.
Okay. Yeah, that was it for me.
All right. So, did you need anything here to purchase anything? What's the deal?
Oh, do you do like loans?
What do you mean loans?
Like borrow stuff?
What?
What he means is testing, like you know,
Yeah.
test.
No,
do you
testing
like
that
beta
again.
testing?
Last time I loaned out a thing for you guys to test. Well, I'm still bitter about it, as you can tell, and he goes back to fiddling with his object.
Oh jeez.
Wow.
Well, we were wondering if we could test out your airship.
That
just said it.
How do you know about that?
Oh, the king told us.
Well,
Funny joke. You people know the king. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Anyways, I don't know how you came about this information.
the king.
So here's the deal.
Can I persuade you that it was the king?
Here's the deal. We have business over in Leandria, and we're not going to leave just yet, but is vital to the kingdom's health that we get over there soon.
So you're hoping to catch a ride on my little flying ship.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, it's probably not fast enough. Like, I was thinking about, like, I could probably just go faster. Like, maybe we don't even want it. Like, it would probably What if it breaks down? Like, might not even be a good option.
That's true. Like, it'd just be so much more reliable.
Yeah, that would be like I mean, if
You know, we
this
should
is so
just take our
important,
cart. It's probably faster.
we should probably take the cart.
Oh, by all means. I'm sure you had the car. The car was parked outside, right? So
Ah,
anyhow,
guy.
it seems to be either I'm wasting your time or you're wasting my time. Get to the
boy.
point. Yeah, and he like kind of talks off to the side of his brain. Says, kids these days just don't know what they want anymore, and they talk around and dance and stuff.
Okay,
Well,
well, I'm just start
mean,
walking away.
I told you that we wanted to borrow the airship.
No, we're not borrowing the airship. We're asking for a ride on the airship to a location that would be beneficial to the country if we could trust it. And
He's making it for the king, and the king's gonna. I guess.
hey, are you? Is it? All right.
Wait,
So
he
we're gonna
didn't say
use
anything
it.
about making it for the king.
He's not making for the.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess that was kind of my assumption. Like, he mentioned the airship.
It was mentioned by Prince Halford that it was commissioned by wealthy merchants.
Okay.
That Jasper was commissioned by wealthy merchants to create this to work on this project and create this airship, if you will. And the uses for merchants obviously is huge. Being able to travel by air, where you're like avoiding dangers of land and speed and stuff like that. It's like
Not of
the
sky.
introduction of UPS Air, right?
Yeah.
So
Is there a map in this?
Well,
roll.
can we huddle up real quick?
I'm sorry, what?
We're gonna huddle up real quick.
Okay.
We could just like invite him to the party, and then he would like
Yes.
meet the king,
Yes.
and then he would believe us, right?
I think
But
that's a good idea.
We can't
And then
tell him the king's
We
coming.
can't tell him the king's coming.
No,
but
of course.
We can
To this
invite him.
point, okay, to his point, he still doesn't believe you guys are involved with the king in any manner. If you're actually trying to like persuade him that you are really like sent by the king, Murtag, you can definitely roll a persuasion check.
Okay. Well, we really were sent by the king, and we just got out of a meeting with him, and he told us like about this. But I mean, I guess if you don't believe us, it's whatever. 17.
17.
Should roll 20. He would be the one guy we can't persuade.
It's insight, right? So is that an
Yeah.
intelligence modifier?
Insight, wisdom.
Wisdom modifier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't he trying?
He like considers for a second. He goes, Suppose you know who you know.
Okay.
Suppose it's the king.
In theory.
Just supposing.
Just supposing.
Why do you need my airship?
Okay. So
Have
this
you,
is complicated.
Oh boy.
have you heard what's been going on with Indomiran and
Indo.
the Indo?
Yes,
Well-
we've heard. I've had my ears open for sure. But what does that have to do anything with my ship?
Well, there's basically a war because, well, it's not our fault.
No.
Not really our. We like stopped more of a war, I think.
Okay.
But the king can't really help us out that much because he's got to fight this war.
All right.
So he's like trying to get other ways to help us out.
So why Leandra?
We have unfortunately there are some agents of the king there who are saying that frankly we can't discuss everything with you. I hope you realize that. But there's going to be a major focal point of the war that's going to be occurring there. And to that point, I would say you don't even need to fly us back. But I would assume you would want to get out before whatever went down happened. But yeah. And who knows? There might be some rich merchants who are trying to escape the city at that time.
Probably double the upcharge the airfare.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused what you guys are trying to convince.
I'm trying to convince them that we have work there that needs to be done that's associated with the war, but also that because there's stuff associated with the war that's going to occur there, there might be some rich merchants.
Okay. Let's rewind it back. So here's Espa.
Yeah.
Here is this west on a map for you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you travel this way, you hit Millen Forest, Iranthos. You can keep going. You'll hit the west coast, which is Leandra, the coastal city, largest city in Londorath.
Yeah.
All right. Here's still Espa. Now Espa, going to east, you go through the Silverhorn Mountains and then eventually Indomiran.
Yeah.
This is where the king is sending his troops. The opposite way of Leandra, where you guys are wanting to go. So there's no fighting over here, only on the side.
But we just need to say that a king agent went there and it needs our assistance.
Why didn't you say? I'm just kidding. He goes, suppose I believe you, which is a big suppose. I could potentially get you a ride to Leandra. Now, I will have you know, we are escorting some high-profile merchant named, what's his name? I have his name somewhere. Oh, Jaquez.
Jaquez.
That name is brought to you by our sponsor, Jonathan Waller.
Patreon.
What was the last name? Jaquez.
Valdez.
He doesn't. It's Quez. Ja is his first name.
Oh no.
Doc is his first name. Quez is his last.
Jaquez. He goes. Now, he will be bringing his own little entourage of bodyguards. So, he kind of curls his little chin tuft of hair. Goes, the best I can do for you, young folks, is to get you on as part of the ship crew.
So, with this ship, is this a one-way trip, or are we making multiple stops along the way? Just one
Wait,
stop.
Wait, where was he going? Was he going to Leandra already?
The ship is going to Leandra.
Okay.
Oh,
So it's
Oh.
just one stop.
Yeah, that's because they're trying to establish like a trading route, right?
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't understand that. So when the king was saying, "Hey, there's a ship being built,"
Yeah,
for
there
what-
wasn't a king. It was
It was the prince.
it was Prince Halford. He was like
Yep.
words out on the street talking about this big exciting news about
a ship.
this ship that can fly.
But did he say then that it's going to Leandria?
Yeah.
Yeah. didn't
Oh,
really
I did
understand
not get that at all.
You're good. You're good.
that.
There's gonna be ship here somewhere that
Yeah.
normally does other stuff.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
trying to.
Yeah, so basically to wrap that whole thing up in a tight little package is that Jasper was commissioned by wealthy merchants to create this flying ship so that they can do a more efficient trade route between Leandra and Espa. Obviously the road is long. It's like a 2-week journey. So a lot can happen. So this flying ship would make things a lot better.
Until we encounter a sky enemy.
A sky enemy, a dragon,
Land sky pirates.
skyfires.
Skype.
So, anyways, basically the suggestion is, yeah, I can get you on. But as
Okay.
part of the crew, right?
Okay.
So you'll be. It's like. He's like, now you can't just be standing around. Obviously, that would be raise suspicion, and it's my baby, but it's not my ship.
Well, we can like train his people how to do it. It'll be like a training.
Wait, no.
There's
Yeah,
already
try
crew
it,
on
right?
there. We'll just be adding a few additions.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. We
Alright.
you know, we do stuff.
Okay. So
Alright.
if this, never mind. It's about to say.
maybe we should just leave. What are you leaving?
Yeah.
Well, so I'd say about
2 more.
the it is it's expected to set sail next week.
Oh,
Okay. Perfect.
Okay, then.
And then he tells you the date. Let's see, today's Wednesday. We'll say the 24th. You're throwing a party on probably a Friday
Yeah.
Yeah.
or 2 nights from now. That would be a Thursday.
There's the.
The date in D&D should just always be the date that it is.
Unfortunately, it won't work that way, but whatever.
We made 2
Time,
weeks
like
later.
days go by really fast in D&D world.
Yeah.
Skyrim, where like the days.
You
do
count
not
you
match.
count
fast
2
travel.
number dates for every one day that actually passes.
Yeah.
Well,
They just have weird calendars. So
yeah,
like,
he just lets you know that okay, on Sunday, the ship is expected to fly. He says meet him early in the morning, before the sun rises. On the western peninsula of the inner circle.
Oh. Right. So it's a good plan.
Okay.
oh, that was easy.
I think that's it. All right. So, you guys leave the tea shop
Yeah.
with passage to Leandra. Good job. Now, I'm assuming you
Get
head
to
home
Solaris.
or do anything else.
Oh, I need to send a letter.
Okay, so you stop by the mail clerk and
Is
submit your
our-
letter.
do we have a map at the house?
You might get there faster than.
I'll just send it anyways.
Okay.
He's not gonna think.
Let's see. It probably cost you
Yeah, I'd like to
a-
express it.
a silver talent.
Okay, well, what if I want to get it like doubly fast?
Oh, well, you can spend doubly the amount, but it will still get there the same speed.
Okay,
It's like,
okay.
like us arriving afterwards, and like how the letter says, "Oh, we bring destruction," and
Yeah, she's
like, something like that. But it's like he receives that like during the destruction and the.
I just give her gold.
Oh.
Well, just try to do what you can.
Of course, young sir, young man. And she leans in close and goes, "This isn't this is legal, right, young boy?"
I'm pretty sure it's legal.
All right. And so she pockets it. And it's like, I'll take care of it.
Yeah, you better.
All right,
Okay,
so
see ya.
you take off, and you guys eventually head back to your estate. There, you find just stacks and stacks of paper all over your long dining room table. And there, organizing it all is Solaris, and Alfred, and Michaelan. Michaelan
forgot about
Saxon.
her.
She's the younger sister of
She's the
Captain.
daughter of. Or sister, right? Younger sister.
Yeah, sister Michaelan. So they're organizing stacks of paper to be, sent out soon. Okay. Let's say the day ends, and go ahead and roll with advantage. A Constitution check.
Oh boy.
All of us?
Just one of you guys, whoever wants to do it.
I can do it.
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah, let's do-
Hey, do we have a map at the
Oh,
house
this is Dave. Sorry.
Of what?
Constitution check.
of the
As
country?
world as we know it.
Yeah.
I'll be looking at that map.
Okay. What did you roll for the Constitution check?
Yeah, for the Constitution check, I got 13
No,
13?
with advantage.
with advantage.
Yeah.
Nat
Ooh,
22.
That's a nat 20.
Okay. And then I also need a intelligence check with advantage. Whoever.
I can do that one.
Okay.
I am pretty so smart. Oh, just kidding.
Come on, Nat 20.
It's
Nat 20.
Not that good. 16.
16. Okay. Not bad. So, with the Constitution check, you're able to sustain a pretty good speed as far as distributing all these flyers out, getting it to parts of Espa. With the intelligence check, you're able to do it efficiently without having to double back and stuff like that. At some point, well, never mind. So you guys were able to do that, and I think you guys may cover at least Do you focus more on the inner circle or the outer circle?
How big is this gonna be? We don't have the.
I was thinking like a block party.
Yeah, I was imagining a block party myself, like just around the neighborhood.
So just like, so it is a lot more spread out, right? In your
I think we
inner
do
circle.
inner because they're more.
Yeah,
Right.
mostly inner
Wealthier.
circle.
Yeah.
But you will be attracting a certain kind of crowd with just inner circle
about-
pass outs.
How about inner circle closer to the outer circle?
What?
So it's like a tier system, right? You have your outer circle, which is way lower, and then it goes in and it hits a wall, goes straight up, and then that's your inner circle. And then eventually that will level out and go in, and it will hit the sheath, which is also on its own little platform, and then a big sword.
Hey, do we ever invite Jasper?
No, but we should have.
Wait, yeah, we didn't like officially. Can we,
Okay, so
no.
let's just say you guys reached a big amount of crowd. Obviously, there's like a 2-day like, hey, show up.
Yeah.
It's like not a lot of time to prepare, right?
Not everybody's gonna show up.
So you're sending it to a lot of people. Is there anybody that you're specifically wanting to invite? I know you have the king and his family.
I made sure, Bruin made sure an invite went to the princess.
The Saxon family?
Okay.
The
Oh, what about Bruin's family?
Yes.
Bruin did invite his family.
Okay. Gerard, Marie, and Samantha.
Yes, I'm
Yep.
surprised you remember.
Jasper and the tea lady.
Jasper and the tea lady.
An eclectic group. Oh,
Okay. Anybody else?
We should probably. Oh no, he left.
I think Catherine and Michaela and Saxton will probably show up because they helped with the flyers.
What about Captain Carey?
Yeah, we should invite him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Captain Carey.
I mean, there's gonna be a amount of guards who are gonna be there just because they're gonna guard
Yeah.
the king anyway. So
Yeah.
You should just put a mail in there for Jameson. See if he shows.
what? Goodness. But
Oh, what's her name?
Catherine.
No, the one we met when we found out about Sumerian Shade. The one where you
Oh,
guys took a
Mizara.
nosedive with her.
Oh, Mizara.
Zara.
Mizara Tiara.
She sounds like the type of person who would just invite herself over.
Yeah.
Oh,
She might bring something interesting though.
dark elves.
Yeah. Goodness.
Silas?
I don't.
Okay,
He seems
wait.
like the guy that won't come anyways.
Time out. Are we like? Who are we with right now?
What?
Is this like a safe group of people?
Wait, this is any time during those 2 days or
Yeah.
whatever.
So, what I was wondering is, you know how like Bruin, how you can like stare at somebody? It's like a little bit creepy.
Yeah.
But you like kind of know like you like, oh, you just know about them. Do you think you could do that with Silas?
Are you sure you're talking about me?
I thought
I'll,
you could do that, where you like look at them and then you know their class.
oh, yeah.
Stats.
I can know they're like armor class level type of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
or fighter levels, I think. I can do that. Yeah, what do you want to know?
Well, it'd be interesting to know more about them.
All right.
I'll tell you like how many hit points they have.
It's current hit points. Yeah, I can do that. I can do total class levels.
Okay.
Strengths.
So, assuming you're gonna try to do this at the party.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
pretend you're drunk or something.
How much time do you have to spend with the person?
1 minute.
1 minute.
Okay.
It's not too long.
Observe.
Just stare at Silas for 1 minute.
No, it's observing or interacting.
Okay.
It's just
All right. So, given to all the invitations you sent out, the people that you guys are close with definitely have like RSVP'd and said they're coming. Eventually, you get this set up like a normal party that kind of has this like a garden, your rose garden, to inside flow, in your balcony area, to your dining room, and this kind of like everybody can kind of hang out wherever, right? And I don't
Yeah,
know.
we need a
if you
big
see
table.
yeah. We need to like buy a big table or something.
You got getting pop-up tables from
Party City.
yeah, and you put that like cheap plastic over the table as tablecloth. All right, so there's plenty of food. Go ahead and roll a cooking check. This is
Can
not
we,
like your main dish. This is like things that you've prepared in the last 2 days for, like just like finger food, snack food.
Or would you say
Oh.
it's more intelligence?
Could I?
Or
I guess during
You
the
can use either
preparation.
one.
Uh,
What?
So during the preparation, I guess for this,
Yeah.
could I go out and hunt some animals for Bruin to cook?
Sure. You can roll a survival check. You can tell me. Actually, yeah, tell me what specific animal you're trying to hunt.
I feel like it would be fun to hunt a boar, like one of those big boars again. But I don't know, is that really far away?
The last time you
Yeah.
found it was the Silver Horn Mountain.
Yeah, it's pretty far away.
What animals are rare but still available in the surrounding area?
So it's
We might
mainly
just-
like grassland.
Huh?
Oh, you can probably
It's
find like
like-
a gazelle.
Yeah. I'll go after the gazelle, and I should have.
Ooh, I
Being
got
as
it. I
an
got it.
outback.
Better yet.
Storm horse.
A
it's a zebra.
sun deer.
Okay.
So it's like kind of like a reindeer, like those like fluffy the horns or whatever, you know, it's like fuzzy or whatever, but it's like shaped into like a circle and like almost looks like a crown.
I ask if Murtag want to accompany
Yeah.
in the
feel like-
competition.
I
So
feel like
not
it would
helping each
be-
other. You can both roll a survival check. Since it's a competition, no longer helping each other.
This
It's on you.
You said it's a survival, right?
And you rolled your cooking check already?
I got a 25.
Oh,
with cooking
yeah,
utensils.
you lay out like the charcuterie board of charcuterie boards.
Yeah. And just in case he goes and buys some like just meat that's like from the markets nearby, you know, just in case.
Oh yeah, you can drop
19.
like I don't
18 as
know.
well.
What?
You can if you're talking about like this massive like
Yeah.
like what specifically are you looking for? Like chunks of
Uh,
meats that you can cook for the competition?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If you want some like A5 Wagyu stuff,
Yeah.
to serve like a lot of people, I'd say, let's see, it wouldn't be
looks like
crazy
a-
to spend like 5 to 10 gold.
I mean, we could just hunt it, keep hunting, and right?
You guys don't know about this. Bruin is,
He just doesn't trust us.
yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't trust you. So I'll do 10 gold.
Okay,
10
so you
gold.
buy like lots of this, like you're not gonna run out even if you mess up, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Jeez. Wait, is this tingle coming out of the?
It's mine. It's the
Oh,
Bruin's.
okay, I didn't know if it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
We both rolled a 19.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I would say you guys hit the same target. One got the hind, and one. I'm just kidding. If you both rolled the same one,
Yeah.
I'd say you both find one.
We both shoot the same deer at like the same time.
Oh wait, no. I'd
wow.
rather have
It's
individual.
like
Okay, I want you
Pincer
guys to have a
movement.
roll off. Roll a
Okay.
1d12.
rollies.
12. Which one is this?
Ooh. 11.
Oh no. Oh, rolled off. Is a 3. Dang it.
Okay, so although the same size, Murtag's sun deer has way more points to it,
Yes.
and it's like you might have like a prince of sun deers. He has a king of sun deers.
I mean, yours is like the body is like a similar shape. It's really just the genetics of the horns. Like you did pretty good.
I
You
mean,
shouldn't feel bad about yourself.
I'm disappointed in myself.
Okay, so all that to say, you guys get all your stuff and you're able to clean it up, and
I would like to drop the head off at a taxidermist to
Okay.
get it
Yeah,
mounted,
okay.
like
I would-
for the fireplace. You know how
Okay.
they always have an elk.
So this is just
No, that's good.
outside little tidbit lore, but my specifically made up species of deer, as you bring it to the taxidermy, just like the head part, from like outside to inside, you realize like the horns have this special ability to absorb like sun rays, so it like gives off this radiant glow as you walk in to this taxidermy shop. There is some warmth to it. It's not just like light. It's like there's warmth to it.
I wonder how they hide at night.
I don't know. How do they sleep?
I don't know if you know this, but on like outside of Espa, while you're looking out into the fields, you can see these glowing. It's been
It's
there
like-
this whole time. I don't know why you guys haven't seen this.
It's like actually the easiest thing to hunt ever.
There is a game master that you guys have illegally hunted the king's deer.
Oh
We
goodness.
know the king. We know the king.
All right. So, anyways, with that said, you guys get it. You get your head thing. Let's say you spend 20 silver to get this head mounted. Anyways, you use the rest of the meat, clean it up. I'm sure either you do it yourself or by means of butcher shop, but you get however much meat out of it as you need. You get two nice loins of this deer.
And the back straps.
Yeah. Okay. That said,
Here you go, Bruin.
the party is great. Bruin has like a stack of meat that's like pristine too. And then you also bring in some fresh meat, I guess. And I don't know what Norco's doing with his subpar deer, but
I give it to Bruin. I kind of mix it in.
slide it in there. So you have a lot of meat. So on top of your charcuterie board of like different tapas or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you have this layout and it's a grand feast. Everybody's like pretty like impressed by the food. This is like none of that cheapo, rolled up sandwich meat stuff. You got kebabs and stuff like that everywhere, and like plenty of naan. I don't know. And it's a good time. It's a good time. There's like string lights everywhere. It's well lit, and everybody in the area, including your neighbor, shows up. Well, I can't remember his name. Anyways, that neighbor shows up, and then everybody that you invited from before also shows up. Skipping ahead, you eventually, what is it? Like a bunch of guards show up, and it almost seems like it's like one of those frat parties, and like the police shows up, everybody's like kind of like looking around and like, should we dip? But eventually, the king is escorted in.
We had Alfred do like the proper entry, like the like the
Oh yeah, they're yelling at the guy.
welcomes.
King Magnus and Prince Halford, Princess Vanille, and
Jathan.
Prince Jathan, and Magistrate Silas does not show up,
Oh.
but Etheron is there, and I don't know.
Is
Anybody's anybody, right? Also Captain Carey.
Yeah.
Catherine talking to Solaris?
Wait, what? Oh, I don't know. Maybe, sure. Okay, so they all show up, and you have like this. It's like set up for this, like the grand finale of this party. You're about to do a cook-off, and you have the judges' table set up like right where the rose wall is, and kind of as a backdrop, and the king sits in the middle. Then there's other like people of importance, like Catherine's probably sitting in one of the spots as one of the judges. And
What kind of party is this?
wait, what?
This is a high class party.
Yeah.
And then along from that table, along the outside, there's a like rows of tables set out, and there's like portable cooking fire pits or whatever, I don't know. But behind each one of those tables is a contestant, and Bruin happens to be one of them. You have some local chefs that are there.
I'm
as
imagining
well.
the chefs of the people we invited versus the people themselves, but maybe like one or two.
Yeah.
The king's personal.
And let's say you guys convince one person that you guys know to also participate as a contestant. Anybody you can choose.
Jathan. No,
King. The king.
No, he's a judge.
Who else?
I would say
Captain Carey?
Mazzara would actually.
Oh no,
not be bad.
Mizara.
She could do something crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. So you also have Mazzara there. Okay, so that said, we'll go ahead and have some roll-offs. And first up, we'll have, let's see. What's the criteria here? Is it a chili off? Is it a
Exotic meats?
I imagine the rubric being like exoticness is like one, presentation, taste, let's see, what else would it be?
I think that's about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think it should be
making
like
sure-
a straight like meat, like barbecue, too. Like that's what they're making.
okay?
Oh, is that just a straight barbecue type of thing, or like a steak?
Or like a steak. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
So,
But it could be something else.
prominence of the meat, tenderness,
Yeah.
Flavor. Okay,
That's
gotcha.
all
Okay.
off of how you cook it.
All right, so given the criteria as it's read off to every contestant, we will start. I'm gonna have you roll a series of roll. Okay. First off, I'd like you to roll an intelligence check to decide what you're going to do with what you have.
Okay.
Oh,
Now-
sorry. Before that, in the
Alright.
middle of this in the big circular table, there's this mound, and there's a drape over it, and someone like, I don't know, it's you had Alfred like kind of speak up and goes, and for the secret ingredient of this competition, he like pulls it off, and it's a
Wait, John, do you get a sous chef?
What?
Do you get a sous chef?
We didn't establish that. We can.
Like each person gets a sous chef. So who are you gonna choose as your sous chef?
That's a good question. Russell, you want to do it?
I mean, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll
let's-
help this
let's-
out.
You tell me what to get. I'll be your errand boy.
well,
okay. And as he unveils it, it's a the secret ingredient is a a slice. Well, everybody gets a slice of pumpkin pie.
Wait, what?
What?
And he goes, "Okay, go."
John, we were deciding if each contestant gets like a
Sure,
assistant.
you get a sous chef. That's fine.
A sous chef, yeah. Okay.
Has no benefits to rolls.
Okay. Do I get to add my culinary skills to my intelligence check, or my...
Yeah, sure. We'll
Okay.
say you get instead of giving your proficiency, I would say at this point in your life and how much you've cooked, you'll get a +2 to all rolls on top of your modifiers.
Oh, so +2. So
So if you
That's
are not
weird.
proficient in it,
I'm proficient in cooking utensils.
okay.
That's what I rolled last time.
Oh, okay, that's fine. You can just use that.
Okay. So let's see. My cooking utensils plus intelligence was not the best. I got a 13.
Okay. So you plan out a pretty decent meal.
The pumpkin pie is getting to him though.
Yeah, but the pumpkin pie, you're not really sure what to do with it.
He just puts it on it and then takes it off and then
Okay.
tries mixing it in.
Let's see.
You should have mashed it all together, make it into pumpkin bread.
Okay. You already see some contestants give up. They're not they don't really know what to do with this pumpkin pie. In fact, out of the original 8, 3 contestants just kind of threw down their aprons.
Mm.
All right.
Whoa.
So there's only 5 left. And as you continue to do so with your kind of planning, now you're kind of looking at more execution of what you're trying to do. And I would say that you would probably you're going to have to think of a creative way to include this pumpkin pie.
Do something with mash it all together, make it into pumpkin bread or something, or some kind of dough.
Okay. So with that said, I would like you to roll a dexterity. So now your job is to, actually no, let's go with a wisdom check.
Is this who's this for? It's just brewing still.
Yeah, just for brewing.
Okay.
So now you're
Brew it.
trying to figure out a way to incorporate the pumpkin
Wait,
pie.
can I help him as that?
As a
Giving
sous
him
chef?
ideas as a sous chef.
Nope.
Oh,
You're
It's
literally
just-
just grabbing items for it. You don't have any skills in cooking.
could I tell him what I'm thinking of?
I mean, you can tell them, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he hears what you're thinking, but so Bruin's family, remember, they're bakers. So if they participate, it'd be interesting if they were like also doing something. But
You want me to tell you my idea?
yeah.
I was thinking of using pumpkin pie, make it into some kind of bread, and make like a beef Wellington. Use the breading to incorporate the pumpkin pie, and then you have the beef inside.
Okay. Okay.
And then
As you
maybe
do
just-
so, and you're like thinking about how to incorporate everything, you like look over at the other contestants. Out of 5, 2 of them like completely lights their table on fire.
what?
It's not in a good way,
Yeah.
right? Not in the
I
like.
mean, kind of, and you hear Alfred announcing, "This year's competition is rather tough. The tricky ingredient of the apple, I mean, of a pumpkin pie, is getting into everyone."
This is the only year so far.
All right,
Yeah.
so roll your wisdom check.
Okay, here. Yeah. I rolled it. I got a 12. Here's what's Bruin is thinking. He's thinking,
Wisdom
Yeah.
check?
or it was a culinary tool. So like, when I pick culinary, I can pick which modifier goes with it. It's a query
Hmm.
or whatever. But Bruin's thinking, scrape out the pie. Use the pie as a base. Like, cook the beef in its own like juices and stuff like that. Add it on top, but then like scoop out the pie, and like somehow make the pie filling into like more of a pudding, like its own dessert dish on the side. So,
Okay.
So
All right, so you do so, and you're doing your best to include the secret ingredient to your meat dish. Your
yeah.
premier A5 piece of
Wagyu.
meat, right? All right. And for the last one, we're gonna go with execution. And you're gonna do this with a dexterity check.
You got this.
Dexterity with utensils. So
Yes.
okay.
Okay.
So this is 12. They've all been pretty average.
Okay.
Just-
Out of the remaining 3, you see 2 of them. Like you hear like the announcer going, doing the countdown, and like as soon as it hits 0, like you're done plating everything, your hands are
Yeah.
up, right? And you see 2 of them still like trying to, like one of them's trying to like piece together this food tower and like can't hold it up and it's like tipping over, and it's like, oh, you can't touch it anyway. He's still trying to, and then finally it's like, okay, you're disqualified, and then so that guy's out. The other one is like such and like so like shamed by what he's cooked, that he just kind of puts his like throws it in the towel and puts it over his food. So the remaining one is Mazzara and you.
Wait, it's just 2 dishes.
It's just 2 dishes now. So as you have your rolls were 12,
13, 12, 12.
13,
13,
12, 12. Okay.
Oh boy.
It was with. I
You,
rolled
you were
3.
consistent. You were
Can you add your
consistent.
numbers all together?
Oh, yeah. 24 plus 13 is
37.
37.
37.
Okay. So, you see over at Mazara's table, she had taken the pie crust, also taken out the filling, and added a little bit more mixture to it. Chopped up some like mushrooms, added to the mixture, gave it this kind of this sweet, aromatic, sweet filling, and took her piece of deer loin and smothered it, and then wrapped the remaining crust over the bread, and then did a little lattice work on it so it looks like a Gordon Ramsay beef
It's a
Wellington.
copycat.
Bruin sniffs it. Foul.
All right, so when both dishes were complete, they sliced it up, divvied up into good portions, and passed it among the judges. There's only 3. There's King Magnus, Catherine, and someone.
Murtag.
Jasper.
Oh, dang it.
Jasper.
Jasper.
And it was fed to each judge, and they all so they all tasted it. Everybody, to everybody's delight, everybody had some good facial responses. And when they finally, the judges gathered together and they talked about it for a second, and they put the winning dish under this metal bowl and put it out in front. It's like, and they kind of discuss, and they go this long. King Magnus like, it was a grand competition, and 2 warriors fought to the bitter end, but we can only choose one winner. And I must say, it was a hard decision. And the dish that's under this bowl, unfortunately, will be chopped.
Oh.
So he removes the bowl. He goes, Mazara, unfortunately, although your dish is good, it just didn't have that A5 Wagyu taste. So therefore, because you didn't spend 10 gold on meat.
Dude, that was for everyone to use, by the way, so I just...
oh, sorry. You chopped.
No, she grabbed my mediocre deer meat by accident.
She didn't know the difference.
Yes.
This year's winner, as a result, this year's winner is none other than our Bruin Malchance of Espa.
Bruin's like cheering obnoxiously. It's like, woo! He's like,
You can hear like people in the crowd go, "This is kind of rigged. Aren't they the host of this party?" That said, with the closing ceremonies to this party,
Wait, we never decided the reward of the winner.
his pride. It was
you see, Princess Vanille, take a little pendant thing. It's not the pendant, but it's like the winner's badge or whatever. And she holds it up to you so that you can, like, Olympic style, bring your head down.
yeah.
And she puts it over your head, and you stand up tall like the ending of Star Wars Episode 1 or Episode 4.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. And she leans in
Wait.
And a kiss.
and
Wait a second. Bruin like and like just whisper something to her. It's like, actually, can you like? Nah. But he like points to Vertex. So,
oh, she leans in, she pauses, kind of understands what you mean, and does a wink that only you can see,
nice.
and then pulls away.
Okay.
And that is the end of your party. It went off smoothly. You guys are the talk of the town for at least a good while, throwing off a very successful party, and everybody that didn't know you guys before now know you.
Oh, maybe we get the king to
You
come.
made yourself known as the secret operatives of Magnus. Other than that, let's see. The evening basically went off without a hitch, and you guys have your sleep, and eventually, at some point, you fast forward. It's the morning of the airship day, and it's crisp. The air is full of excitement. By this time, like, everybody's heard about this secret unveil, and today is the day, and there's just a lot of anticipation built on this day, and you will find out what it looks like and everything else that goes along with it next session.
We're gonna have to get like disguises.